how to get yourself exposed, more exposure. No, and I don't mean that kind of exposure. I'm talking about in the real estate world. How do you get yourself out there to the marketplace for your potential future clients? It's the latest buzzword, omnipresence. How are you going to be out there and in the community virtually so that people know who you are? That's the problem these days. People don't knock on the door anymore because guess what? People are afraid of you. They don't know who you are. They're not going to open up the door. They got cameras. They got those doorbells that they can see you, talk to you. Don't even answer. As soon as they see that you got a clipboard in your hand and some papers, they're off and running. In their own house. A marketing group did a study. They went into a local farm area neighborhood and they went door to door and they asked the people that did answer the door who was the most popular agent in their neighborhood. Most of them had no idea. They didn't know who it was. They could have said who the biggest guy was in the whole city, but as far as their neighborhood was concerned, they had no idea. After surveying the neighborhood, they decided to do a unique study. They decided to create a fictitious agent. You heard me. They made a fictitious agent up. Somebody that looked perfect, dressed perfect, had the right business knowledge, and they put them on a postcard and they delivered it to the house twice a week. Everybody's houses in that farm neighborhood area. They put informative stuff on the postcards. Recent sales, neighborhood numbers, and basically did this for 2 months. After the 2 months, guess what they did? My name is Brian from bossdailypay.com. Watch to the end. Follow me, like my video, and leave a comment. I'm here to help. So after doing this for 8 weeks, they went back out and did a survey again and asked the same question. And guess what? They all said the same thing. Joe Blow, the no-name real estate person that didn't exist, was fictitious, was the most popular agent. All everybody had to go on was the postcards, and they thought, wow, this is the greatest agent in the area. They know my neighborhood. How silly is that? There's omnipresence for you. Somebody that doesn't exist, and the postcards go out, and these guys all believe that this is the agent of the neighborhood. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. If you know how to digitally market yourself, and you have the right, foundation, the basis of how to put yourself out there, you can do this. This is part of marketing yourself. When people see that you're out there, and they see you every day, so you see where the biggest exposure comes from. If you have the right recipe, so you see how this works. With the right amount of exposure and you get yourself out there, that's fantastic. People will see and know who you are, especially if you're doing this set up towards your postal code area on your Facebook. But listen, there's a lot of things that you can do in order to get yourself out there for people to see and know who you are. But the key is, once you get them, you get their attention, it's the next step. How do you land them? The scariest part about what's out there is those people that are trying to sell you all kinds of different things. And the one thing that just drives me nuts is the ones that are trying to sell you the leads. It's like somebody bringing a fish right beside your boat and saying, here you go, bring it in. No hook, no line, no net. And they're telling you to bring it in. Well, guess what? There's a little bit of an art and finesse that goes with that. Well, that's the same thing that happens when you get a bot lead. They introduce you to them, and then afterwards you're sitting there saying to yourself, what do I say next? And how do I keep them on the line? So obviously you understand where I'm coming from. There's many moving parts to this. So what I'm asking or suggesting to you is reach out to me. I can help you. I can give you the right direction and right advice on what to do when you get yourself in that situation. But I think the most important thing is, how are you going to get yourself there and exposed to the public place? And why would you want to take advice from me? I'm a 6-figure income earner. And on top of that, I've been doing this business for 15 years. I'm in the top 3 to 1%, depending on the numbers in the market at any given moment. So when you want to work with somebody or, get mentorship from somebody who's got a little bit of experience and background, you have to find yourself somebody who's going to be able to give you that right direction. And again, as I've said this a million times, I'm not trying to get you to join my brokerage, and I'm not trying to get you to join my team. Talk to me, and I'll see if what I can do about helping you to try to get on track or to get going in the right direction. Again, this is Brian, with bossdailypay.com. Reach out to me. And again, like I said before, follow me, like, and stay tuned for more information.